All right, good morning, everybody. It's a lovely Friday morning in Kuala Lumpur. Now, lovely little home that we've been seeing a lot of lately. We're actually well into our we've had 3 weeks. We're into our fourth week of movement control order, as they call it here, aka lockdown. But yeah, I haven't actually gone outside my front gate for over 3 weeks now, which is pretty weird, isn't it? But we're all going through the same thing. I pity those married with children, families living in apartments at a time like this. 4 weeks is a long time, and we should get news today whether it's going to be extended another couple of weeks. Although in Malaysia the infection rate and the death rate is really on a downward slide, which is really good to see. So we're hoping that if there is an extension, it will be loosened up a little bit. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about flying circus and the damage model that was changed. No, we're not really here to talk about that either. But it's got to be mentioned. The the recent damage model update looks like overall for the franchise is looking really good. But for flying circus, for the World War I stuff, it has created really weak wings. And wings are folding up, and if you get hit once or twice in the wing, it seems to be no matter where you get hit in the wing, once or twice, if you start pulling any sort of G load on that wing, it will fold up, and that just doesn't seem right. If you've had a couple of bullets through your main spar, okay, but it's like every time you get hit with 2 bullets, that's it. It's fatal. So I don't know what's gone on. What happened to the whole theory that there's huge amounts of space and it's just covered with fabric? I don't know. It can't be that every single round or every couple of rounds is hitting something incredibly critical, which is going to fold your wings up. So that's been our experience. We are not going to be updating the scoreboard tonight, so V-Lives won't be affected by deaths tonight because most of us haven't had enough experience of what's going to happen when you do try and dive away for real. And also, if they do fix this wing issue in the next week, then anyone who dies tonight would feel pretty sick about it, especially if they died from a wing problem. So we're not going to. The rest of the damage model looks really good. It's much harder to kill a pilot, much harder to get knocked out. Bullets hitting the body don't automatically knock you out. They're just a wound. It's harder to flame engines. Streaming. It's got many different, streaming fuel and streaming radiator. It's got a lot more granularity to it. So all of that looks really good. It's just the wings. Come on, one CGS, you can do it. Fix the wings in flying circus. Anyway, that's that rant. Graham, yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know what the Bristol's like, but if it's anything like the rest of the planes, yeah, watch it. If you get a couple of shots in the wings, your whole plane will start shaking, which is new. So if that happens, I would just fly home. But then you might be like 15 miles over the lines and deep into enemy territory, so may not be an option. But just look out for any steep turns or any high G after that. Anyway, looking at the scoreboard, Hunter last week had a real surge right at the end, didn't he? He got about 4 or 5 right at the death, and so he's up to 6. Lana, I think he was only on early and he got a couple. Hobbs, I think, got 1. He was certainly flying. Wright and Frost, I don't think added to their scores. I managed to get a couple. Well, I got about 3 or 4 actually. So yeah, into the 40s, which is feeling pretty good. Parsons got 2 or 3 more. 2, I think, confirmed. So 14. So honestly, 103's looking pretty good. Not as good as the 213th, though, to be honest. Talbot added to a score. Hall, I think, as well. Biddle got a couple. Look at that, 72. It's unreal. Manfred Manfred. We should start calling him Manfred. He'll hate that. And we've got a bunch of the new guys who have been training and have been training really well. Progress is there. It's not easy getting into a SPAD flying with us guys, but in training, really coming along. So we've seen Hubbard, Gray, and Waddell, I think, are all on tonight. Haven't seen Mayer. Sure what's happening there, but the new guys are all on tonight. Back to Roth. I know, Hangman. Looking at the other comments. Talbot, Austrians have the worst accent. Don't know any Austrians actually. There you go. Hang on, we've got to do a back to Roth night, eh? We've been talking about it. Everyone's in favour, just trying to get, figure out what night we'll do. Either a Monday instead of training, or perhaps a Wednesday. Look, I'll tell you what, we'll really try and organise that for next week, if it doesn't happen earlier. And Talbot's stream is of course way better. It's way better at looking at clouds, looking at sky, and looking at tiny dots which are about 500 miles away. So if you like that sort of stuff, Talbot's stream is where to go. Anyway, back to the action. And I can expect a few bullets flying my way, I think. Right, let's get to it.
Channel switched.
On the server. With the
almost a fully fit dogfights now.
Since the patch came out, the memes have been out.
Oh no, they made it before that, but now they're like next level tier.
Yeah.
All right, let's climb to the east, basically.
Let's see what have we got. Oh God, the Germans have just given up in advance. Couple of J5s and Butzel.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quiet night. Eh?
I thought. Well, I was going to say with Easter it might be good, but of course it doesn't really matter at the moment, does it? Everyone's home.
No, nobody's going anywhere.
Alright, time to lose my 72 streak, boys.
Same.
Here we go.
How do you like?
Imagine not caring.
Hangman's coming. He's downloading the updates.
All I'll do is get Larner to 70 on the parser, and then...
Tell Hangman we filled them in advance because what they've done to the CL2 is retarded.
Yeah, I've never seen Hang in a CL2, but
oh yeah, he doesn't fly. He usually does. No. I'm thinking of the other guy.
He likes D7s.
Yeah. Well, they're still pretty decent, so.
I mean, everything just falls apart. Like
Talbot's all over the stream. Is he not flying?
He's he went to
take a flying circus.
Oh. All right, who's here with me? I'm headed to the east here.
I don't know. We're all a bit spread out.
Yeah, there's a bunch of us in a religious formation.
Larner, I must stick with you, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm off to the right and behind of the formation. Yeah.
Oh, that's what the Austrians is about. Okay.
Yes. There's Austrians.
Oh, Talbot was going on about Austrians have the worst accents.
You're not on this one, bud. Go play.
I wasn't trying to say Australians.
He probably was, insultingly.
I thought that at first.
Insultingly? Talbot?
I thought...
That plane over there, what squadron's that from?
Right. What a lovely plane.
I thought Bear was Austrian.
Oh, here we go.
Is this you? I'm rolling up in front of someone.
Yeah, that's you.
Yes.
Oh, you guys didn't take off from... You did take off from Villas, okay.
Yeah,
we just went.
Climbing to the east, because there's probably nothing going on.
Okay, it looks like my TS bandwidth is dodgy. You guys are all breaking up for me, so if I don't hear you properly, that's the reason.
Yeah, Austrians were British from Austria.
Oh my god.
Dodgy. Everything's a bit dodgy right now. They were calling it the coronavirus damage model.
Time, he's right there.
Coronavirus damage model.
Change the sounds.
I think you changed your hearing aids.
Just getting young batteries.
Right,
I think
so,
so. Flag.
lines.
14v6. Alright.
That's fucked.
Yeah,
So
sorry
what we'll
everyone
do
about
is get to the
the
front and climb
See
to
through
the
my
front.
wing.
voice comms quality.
Yeah, they're sorry about the Austrian accent. Alright, have we got right here with us anywhere?
He was. He did pop in earlier. And,
I don't know where the fuck our formation just went.
We are out by the front, just south of the tunnel. There's 2 or 3 of us here. We climbed up to about 1700. And we're getting ready to turn north to patrol that way, so please come run, dude.
Okay, I've just taken off from Villas, heading north. I think I saw a Spad just take off. Who was that?
That's me.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
turning
yeah.
it north
I
now.
see you. I'm headed north.
The window.
There's our balloon up there. But what do we got? We got probably some high B7s, I'm guessing. Maybe some
And number 28,
B5s.
Blue Nose 213, but
Imagine that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Flying the wrong aircraft. Unauthorized squadron commander aircraft.
don't worry, I'll be wingless soon and be fucking in the bit.
That's what they do with every plane you fly.
They're all for the button pit.
There's someone here, I think I'm seeing flag.
Is that you with me, Frost?
Yeah, I'm right behind it.
Yeah, where's the flag? I haven't seen it yet.
I thought
Those
Sharon's
11.
accent was really good. He's saying he's nothing like his, but he sounded like a real Spad pilot.
Ron?
Yeah, he's French.
Yeah,
That's
French.
right.
Oh, is he?
Sharon, yeah.
I love it when we get French guys.
And I've been
You,
booted.
hold on. You see the flag to the
Yeah,
end?
it.
12 of you. Oh, no.
There's flag to my 12. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
bit of
yeah,
a
yeah.
are
Around 6
those,
to 1 o'clock.
are those our spads at the high one?
I see the 1 o'clock.
I won't.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, 2 really high contacts.
I don't see them at all.
I'm looking.
Shouldn't be high guys though.
We're just a little bit over 2K.
We're parallel to you now.
Okay.
If you're
Yeah.
flying level, they're probably in your wing. They're that high.
See, there's a low flag too.
I don't see shit to the high one though.
Ah, he's French Canadian. Okay.
Ah, okay. That doesn't count then. That's Oh,
Looks
who's the
like
guy
they're-
that's the French Canadian?
Hold on, where are these contacts?
They're heading north.
Paris.
Paris, yeah.
Black along 6 as well.
I saw some flag off my 2 o'clock law, but it's gone now.
I don't have any viz at all on these high guys.
I do have some flag to oh wait, that's a balloon.
They're at your 12:30 now, maybe. You're almost nose on.
Are they high?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, there they are.
They're probably up at my wing then.
Yeah, they're long 12 down the lines.
I'm coming left. I think I got one with me. Or number 4. Who's number 4? Is that
That's
me.
Oh,
That's
That's
Frost.
Frost, okay.
Yeah. And no
But that
visual.
was 11. Okay.
Yeah, they're long 12.
Alright, I've turned a
You
little
said there
bit.
was some
inside
stuff are
of
6 too?
So flat for 6.
Yeah, I've been seeing flag over there, but
oh, this is not good.
boogers
Okay,
on my
I
screen.
think I'm going to have to try and get another IP address. Shut the whole thing down for a while.
Alright. Well, hurry
But
back.
I can't get it back into the server. It's not letting me.
No.
Right, turning and climbing.
Alright, don't forget your kangaroos.
Oh, wait. No, it is.
The guy right in front of us that's bad.
I'm turning and climbing.
I can check them out. Hold on a second.
Sure. They don't look like D7s.
Don't be any of us.
That's
Lost them now.
Yeah.
Oh, we
It
need to
did-
increase
it-
their water
it's-
stress level.
It did do?
That's been right in front of us.
Yeah, it did do. Okay.
No, no, no.
Is he in the Zen state?
That's not okay.
Good though.
How you doing, buddy?
It's not acceptable.
Dito?
Oh, so I guess it's Liner Tour 6.
Bidet? Is it bidet?
Lines out front.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind Black 11.
Dash.
And Ops.
I got one.
Yeah.
One.
Shot line up on the contact, 12 o'clock.
What?
200 meters.
Right though. Is right 93rd?
It's not
Yeah,
very
that's
awesome.
93rd. Yeah.
Okay, you wouldn't be able to black letters in.
Black is 213.
I'm there.
Yeah, it's a 21311.
Planes, when they crash in like midair and stuff, are they supposed to go all the way down to the ground, or do they sometimes disappear before they make it to the ground?
Depends on if the guy jumps out or not.
No, Graham, I'm not using a VPN.
If
I
he
do
jumps
not.
out,
I do not.
they should go all the way down it.
Usually it's fine. Usually it's absolutely fine. Well, you know, you've seen the streams before, but I don't know what's happening today.
J5, let's see.
Give it one more go. If this doesn't work, I'll have to get another IP address.
We want to split up a bit here. We're all in one formation.
It's alright.
Cool.
It's called a pursuit group.
Call this is what it's called.
Yeah.
Third. Good.
What?
I haven't seen you. Are you guys still tracking these guys or what?
No, I lost them totally.
They went down there, others, but they over on their side, I'm guessing.
Oh, they were on our side, but
Interesting.
Find the sheet, I think.
Oh, yes.
Alright, I'm at about 3.
You did.
Was there?
Alright, let's, I'm rolling over to their side a little bit. It's over the Twin Lakes and headed that way.
Now. Alright.
Wait, are we counting this today?
For you.
Yeah, for you.
Depends on if you're tired now.
Nothing of us.
Oh, I guess that's a no.
Damn. No, that is yes.
213
I
counts. They've
I'm
decided
getting
to count everything for
conflicting
213.
information here.
One of the thirds decided not to count anything because this is, and the 93rd has just decided not to count anything because they're scared.
we've got 13 to 10 now, so
Here's,
start seeing stuff.
And
really
Hunter's
soon.
gonna count them if he gets kills and not count them if he dies.
What a nerd.
like you.
Right and headed over the
I don't know if
lines.
kills fall probably counted.
You guys are.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, I see that now.
Hey, I got a really okay. I don't know those guys. 2 contacts in Homeland. High up hunters. 5,
Five.
maybe 4.
That would be like. South of us?
That's east, like southeast.
Who's doing the big dives in the SE5 over the field? Most of the
Oh,
field.
yeah.
Really far out. I can't even see
Sorry, I
them
missed
anymore.
that.
It was like you're 4
It's
or 5.
I'm looking.
Assuming that's fair in the mud, right?
I'm headed. Yeah, I'm headed like on a 50-degree heading. So my 3 or 4 is down the mud.
Burger. Ah. Your street?
Yeah, because you're saying north, right?
Just took a flak. No, I'm headed northeast.
I'm booted out of the server again.
Hey.
Alright, I'm going to have to shut everything down. Stop the stream too. Bummer.
Nice meeting
I'm
people.
I'm good.
Everybody, we love you.
Yeah, I don't like
Whatever you
yours,
do,
though.
do
I
not
always
go
like
to
theirs.
Talbot's stream. Talbot's stream will be absolutely hopeless.
It'll be a
Go
wreck.
ahead, fuck, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to look low, see if there's any
You'll probably catch the VP.
Yeah, that was
without
really
trying to
it.
hide.
I'm over here waiting for you like a loyal puppy dog. Anybody see anything up high?
bastard.
No.
It should
Alright.
be kind of over the sun by now. You're definitely higher.
Oh, we're north of that now.
So there's Germans on their side, well inside their side, flying super high. That's weird. They never do that.
I'll restart the stream in
Waiting
a
for
couple
like
of minutes,
low
guys.
camels to come over.